you don't get a get out of jail free card. All right, Platinum Kong. Platinum Conger. I'm okay with this. I don't know how it's ever safe for us to start in the bush. Yeah, Quinn's a dick. Ugh, misclick. Oh no, not like this. Yeah, you overplayed this too long. Take one stab and that's it. Yeah, you'll see the results, Tank. My coaching's valuable, dude. I work very hard to make sure it's worth your time. That attempt on the auto, when it whiffs, just back away, give up the farm. Everyone thinks that they must contest every single farm in lanes like these. Lanes like these are designed to tilt you early and get you behind. Quinn is a shit champ. You can fall 40, 50 CS behind Quinn. As long as she's not killing you over and over again, and as long as you're not losing XP, you'll be fine. Trust me. Alright? So, you should be emphasizing less on... You should be emphasizing less on hitting all the farm and more on, you know, attempting to take farm but dodging a lot of the damage. I've got lots of replays. I probably got like 6... Got like 5 after this one. In order right now. Oh, dope, Tank. Is there any reason why you don't take W? W's really good here. If I'm playing Wukong, I get to W a lot of Quinn's damage, and I think that's valuable because that gets me free farm. Am I crazy here? I think you're supposed to. I played a lot of Wukong, 100 games to Diamond, and I don't see how going Q is a smart move. You're not trying to trade. You're trying to farm right now. There's no need for you to feel like you have to do anything other than farm. Also, we're in sub-only mode today to protect Game of Thrones spoilers. Because people on the internet are so lame that they literally just run in the streams just like, I'm gonna ruin something. Dude, what are we doing? Just leech the XP here. The lane's coming to us. 6, 7. Also, the way that the lane's arranged, Quinn's creeps are coming to us. The creeps are on this side. Our creeps have crossed the line. Look, if you cut the... Our creeps are over the line, which means the lane's pushing to us. 6 versus 7, lane's pushing to us. Step back, leech XP, wait. You also don't take a point in W here. Yeah, don't be a dingus. No one should even talk about Game of Thrones up in this motherfucker. Yeah, you should have played back, way further back. There's no point of even playing that close. You should have taken a point in W because you could just E for minions and then W out if you'd like. For some reason, we don't have a ward down. But even it, like, you don't need a ward down, really. Because the lane's pushing to you anyways. All you need to do is just leech XP. Yeah, I was messed up. Lead it. Nice. Go after him. What the fuck? Chase his ass down. You were fine. Layer this. Right here. He has no mana. Also, wait, what the fuck? You should have followed this. You backed down. You gave it up after she blew her vault. You should have pathed. You should have mirrored her here. You have this kill. You mirror her. You walk her in. She's gonna have to flash. You can consider QE flash if you want, but you can walk that in. You probably get the kill like every time. Storm Raiders might be okay. I don't know if I'd take it on Wukong, but it could be alright in this specific matchup. This Quinn's retarded. Dude, platinum. Yep, good job. You identified that the lane wasn't gonna crash. That's like the difference between plat and like gold, isn't it? Like identify, oh shit, that wave didn't crash. Let me go push that in. That was good. I'm glad that you recognized it fast. It's very important versus Quinn. You taxed a fuck ton of CS from her. Now what do you buy? Now what do you buy and what do I buy? I buy a Dorn's Blade. A lot. I'm a greedy motherfucker. I'll buy a Dorn's Blade and then Tabbies and like all those top laner mitigation tricks that I have. Also, yeah, Corrupting Pot's fine, or Refillable Potion's fine. Dorn Shield's good. Dorn's Blade for me, then Tabbies was what I'd buy next. Fuck the Longsword for now. Focus on getting through the lane. You outskill the fuck out of this lane. Wukong's a great champion. The only time that he's gonna be shitty is lanes like these where we get bullied off, but that's why we can greed, because we outscale. So by greed, I mean we can say, I'm going to invest more than usual gold into my early game because I will outscale this guy by a mile and be able to push his butt in later. Oh, he's dead. Yeah. There's no way he lives there. Cool. Good job. You shove the lane again. You back again. Ooh, Bramble Vest. Nah. No. No. This implies that you need to ever get hit. You don't need to really ever get hit. Not that much anyways. Tabbies is better to me. I think it's too weak of an open. So, to be clear, Dorn's Shield, Dorn's Blade, Tabbies, then maybe Tiamat into whatever the fuck you want to build. But nope, I'm not building Bramble. I'm not building Tank Kong. No. No. I would rather go tank. My variation of tank would be the Tabbies. I hate this TP so much. I am so tilted by this TP. Yeah, you're right, Ray. You have Tiamat, your Wukong. Push this lane in first, then consider TPing. Your Lux is already dead. Quinn's already in position. Pressure the top lane. You don't have to hit the tower, but shove the top lane first and then decide what you're gonna do. I hate this TP so much. With the very essence of my being, I hate it. Like, positionally, it isn't a good TP. You're telling on yourself. The enemy team can just walk away. I hate it. Now you're gonna try to drag him with Twitch up. Looks like we're gonna get away with it too. Yeah, I hate it. I'm glad it works out for you. Convince me, by the way. Convince me that you couldn't have shoved the lane first and did the exact same thing and maximized the situation in terms of like what happens if I TP and do nothing. What happens if I TP, the enemy team repels the TP and gets dragon. Convince me that all this little wasted time here, you couldn't have shoved the lane in first and then chose to TP if you wanted and then did what you just did. You won't be able to, right? Which is why I say, shove your lanes first, guys. You have Tiamat. Tiamat's a pushing item. It pushes fast. Now look at all this farm you're missing and look at all the farm that Quinn's getting. Quinn gets all this. This is farm that you could have taxed. This farm does not exist if I'm the Wukong. The lane would be going like this out. Now the wave is going in towards the Quinn. So now she doesn't have to risk anything. The bot lane's going to rotate up here and they're not even going to be able to pressure her. Hate that TP. The result is fine, whatever. But it doesn't make it a good choice, like a good TP. Looks like you're going Titanic. Okay. I mean, you're doing a great job fucking with this Twitch. That's what you're supposed to be doing. And you're splitting, which is what I love to see. Freeze. Please, please. I beg of you. I hear the game like trying to do stuff. What are we at? 15 minutes? Get me out. 15:09. For those who are wondering why chat's so quiet, it's because we're in sub-only mode to protect Game of Thrones spoilers. Just to be clear. All the new faces coming in like, wow, chat seems really dull. That's why. Because people are dinguses. Give the shit a second, hopefully it loads. I've never had a replay be so corrupted that I've abandoned a coaching session. I don't think that's ever happened. The Labs 94, thanks for the 4 months in a row. Appreciate it. So here, the assassination attempt I think is fine. Hollowed Rob, thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate it. I have no idea why Kha'Zix is down bottom. You can also simultaneously, while you were going to gank this guy again, you could ping Rift. So to put like a double Jeopardy type of situation. But top lanes trade, defs. Top lanes trade defs, and that's not, you know, the worst thing in the world. But there's not a lot of pressure on the map when you get caught. You almost killed Kha'Zix. It's very, very close. You were very, very close. pretty unlucky that you're unable to get the kill. Thanks, Holland Rob. Appreciate it, dude. Welcome, dude. Link your Discord. Intro yourself in the Discord. I love how you're playing this mid game. You're actually one of the few players that plays the mid game the way I want you to be playing, where you're like fishing around the map for vision and all that. And you have your trinket upgraded. Sweeper's probably good. Sweeper's probably the better choice. And then you go to hold top. I'm scared to rewind this, but I'm going to. You get the pick onto Xerath. You also kill the Quinn and juke out the Kha'Zix. I mean, this is all really well played in this spot. But what do you do after? You start running up to top. I would rather you run into mid real quick and shove. Your teammates never shove waves, by the way, so it's always your responsibility. Kha'Zix, you know where you went. Sona, you know where she is. You know that Xerath and Quinn can't touch you, and you know where Twitch is. So, like, shove this lane. Push this lane in. Quick sub. That's good, Rob. That's right, Drunken Headshot. It's a long-term strat. I hate that TP by you. Push bottom. Push bottom in. Keep doing what you're doing. Stick to the script. Don't abandon the ship, dude. You were good. You were pretty smooth here until about 18 minutes. And then you started being wonky. You abandoned the plan. Your plan was good. Your plan was making shit happen. You pushed to bottom. You shoved the lane in. You cleared vision. Then you went and you flanked to mid. Now, after you flanked to mid, you did your little team fight. You should have immediately went towards mid and shoved that in. Then back and start going bottom again with your teleport. And just relentless. Over and over and over. Get XP, get big, point and click on people as Wukong. Which is very in line with what I did. Your build is kind of goofy. I don't mind it though. The only item I really minded, like I said, was the Bramble. I think, like I said, you could have just went Doran's and then Doran's Blade, Doran's Shield, and all that shit. I only take losses unless people pay really too much money for me to coach them on a win. I upped the price by like 300%. There, you push top. You should be going bottom. You do. You killed Twitch. Bro, this is one of the better replays of top laners I've seen. At least in terms of your decision making. You had a lapse in judgment there in the mid game. But most of your mid game stuff, most of your mid to late game stuff where you went to bottom, you've relentlessly pressured bottom, you've relentlessly did not let this guy farm. This is the shit I like to see as a top lane player. This is what I think wins games the most. You're making mistakes still. You deviated from the plan a little bit. But overall, I like this. Now, when we got the Twitch killed, right here, I don't like what you're doing. You're hitting tower. You've got maybe 2 autos, but you don't have ult and you don't have flash, and you're basically in like a dive formation. Like, I am going to pressure and fight people, but it's like, dude, what are you doing? You just knocked out their ADC and broke the map up a little bit and kept the enemy team locked into their base. This, you can just step back here and wait until people show themselves. Meanwhile, you can farm camps here. You can go into river. You can go and get plant and get some more mana and HP. You can slow down a little bit. You've done your job for the time being, so you don't have to prove anything here. And you kind of step into this like you're gonna 1v1 people under tower. You're not without ult anyways. Any value of sending a loss through top lane with 0-13? Probably not. I wouldn't worry too much about what your teammates are doing. In that, I wouldn't worry so much about sending in replays where your teammates like hyper feed like that. So he beats this 1v1. Let's go back and see how. It says nearsighted. What does that even mean? This was weird by you. For some reason, you decided to not W even after he made it clear he was going to burst you. You pretty much opened yourself up to get beat in this spot. Yeah, I mean, he is pretty fed at this stage. We played it kind of sloppy. He kited us out pretty well. It's a pretty shitty loss. I think if you managed to harass a little bit better under the tower and kept your HP up a little bit higher, you're probably fine. I think you just got lazy there mechanically because you got chunked for free, which should never happen under tower. You had all those minions to farm. But yeah, I mean, I'm nitpicking you at that point. I think you know what you need to do. Yeah, that's true too. Duskblade did get procced a lot. We also built a more tankier line, which leaves us open to getting capped like this. Personally, why I prefer to go more damage oriented. Like all my Wukong builds in the 100 games to diamond were very like heavy damage. The only item you'll see me go is like tabbies, and then I just go full on damage. I would have gone Ravenous Hydra. I would have gone Ghostblade. I mean, I play to kill, to one-shot people. That's just how I play it. I think this is actually, if anything, it's a decent argument as to why going tanky-ish Wukong isn't that great, because it seems like it falls off pretty quick. For all intents and purposes, I don't think you should lose that 1v1 in the position that you were in, even with her having as big of a kill or a KDA as she has. I don't know what you're doing here. You're going top randomly. Don't know why. When you look at this, you could have collected this wave, but I wanted you out. Go back and start pushing bottom with your teleport. It's a new build I was testing. Yeah, I think it's crap. I don't think it's crap, and I don't even think your gameplay is that bad. I just don't think it's as good. I think Wukong's in not the greatest of spots, but I think he's still viable. That if you know what you're doing, you can make him work. He's not that great in solo queue right now as he's been in the past. But ultimately, what it comes down to is you needed to stick to the script, and every time you deviated from the script, by the way, is push bot, flank, push bot, flank, push bot, flank. You have such a good champ for beating up that enemy team. Twitch, Sona, Fucking Zareth. I mean, push flank is just so juicy. The hardest part for you, I think, as a Wukong would be, like you've seen over and over again, whenever you didn't have your ult or your flash up and you tried to do something extending the lead that you had already created, you got in trouble. For example, you caught Twitch, you got his flash shield one time, he lives. You come back, but you challenge him again without your ult, and then you get caught, right? You kill Twitch, you push in, and then you try to smack the tower without ult and flash up, and then you get caught. You run to mid, you make a good play, but then you float around top side, and you miss all the CS bottom, and you don't push in mid before rotating the bottom. Here, you're going all the way to top, and you're pushing all the way into top. All you're doing is pulling people to top to catch you, and then take Baron if they catch you. If you have everybody coming down here to catch you on bot side, at least there's a chance that your teammates can do Baron sometimes, or can get vision of Baron at least. So, to me, most of your issues just stem from the fact that you didn't itemize very well in the early game. You didn't itemize well throughout the game. And you kept abandoning the ship, dude. You're never breaking this tower by yourself. It's never happened. I don't even know why you step. I don't even know why when you decide to push this, you step beyond this line here. Because, like, there's no fucking way that you're ever breaking this tower without your teammates hard pressuring or without the enemy missing, like, 2 enemies. Oh boy. What a wombo. You kill 4. You push in top. Shove, shove, shove. What are you doing? Why not back away from him? You don't have ult? You don't have flash? Why are you in his grill? Your teammates were pressuring mid. Just pull. Pull him back, just like you would with Tryndamere. Pull them to top and back away. That's all you have to do. You don't have to step in. Standing here is okay. Standing here, no good. Right? Here is safe. Here is not safe. Here we can leave. We have a choice. Here, what are we going to do if we get hard engaged? Nothing, right? Pull them. That's aggro. You're just aggroing. You're not committing. Aggro them. You don't have to stand on the tower to aggro them. Float here. See what they do. If they go to mid and defend, then you can hit the tower. Getting caught for free. You guys are tarting out so incredibly hard. You all die, and that's like an ace. And the enemy team just gets a boatload of a catch-up XP. I don't know why Thresh is with us. By the way, I'm not pushing beyond this. I'm not touching that tower here. I don't know why we're touching the tower. We have teammates who are starting to push top. We have no visibility. We have no info on anyone. We have info on Kha'Zix. That's it. And by the way, Kha'Zix has even pushed the mid lane, which is scary because that means that we don't have vision of mid. And you go to hit the tower. Again, aggro and back away. Wait until your teammates draw pressure. Yeah. I'll see what happens to the Baron and then we'll shut it down. Why? Why do you feel like you need to kill this Quinn that badly? You're trying to force with 2 dead. Why? She has vault. Stick to the script. Shove. Pull people to you. Aggro people to you. Back away. Baron was free, but you just didn't take it. Last game. Started off okay in the mid game, then by late game you'd completely abandon the fundamentals. Dude, the League of Legends as a game is not very creative. The creativity comes from more of like what you do when a fight actually does break out, but it mostly just follows a simple formula. If you're on the offensive and you're able to split push and shove under tower, you shove under tower and you just slowly accumulate a lead as you keep shoving under tower. All this shit of like pushing in and then smacking the tower when you don't have ult, like when you don't have your ult as Wukong, you have no creativity, right? When the enemy has pushed out waves and there's 3 people in base, why are you pushing to the tower? Why are we, when our teammates are hitting mid for free and it's open, why are we trying to swag on the enemy and smack the tower in front of them? It's just, you're making like illogical decisions with your lead that are just costing you free deaths left and right. Here you try to engage on a Quinn with vault up, it's like you're not even layering at all. Like layer that shit. If I E, what does Quinn do? If I try to kill her right away, what is she going to do? She's level 17 versus 17. What is she going to do? She's obviously just going to vault me away and then run backwards, right? We had mid pushing that we're going to have to deal with mid. Work the map. You don't have to just green light every situation. Sometimes a good enough move is literally just pushing under the tower and then standing here and looking at him and spamming laugh and then backing into the fog. Instead of trying to hit the tower and then drawing people to aggress us and we don't have our ult and we just stand there and die. Overall, it was a good open on your mid game. I like how you started doing the right thing and then you kept abandoning it. And then once I saw you do it over and over again, your leak in your gameplay. 12 Sword 12. Thanks for the sub, appreciate it. The leak in your gameplay was pretty exposed. And that is, you don't seem to understand the concept that when you don't have ult, this is a line that we don't cross. We don't get to hit the tower. Just, you don't understand that sometimes just pulling people to defend the tower, you know, 1 or 2 people is way more valuable than ever touching the tower. You did it here. You did it here. You did it here. You did it because you weren't even waiting for your teammates to spawn and you did it again. Work the macro aspect of the game. Now, the itemization. Doran's shield, Doran's blade, tabbies, then you build out damage. Damage, damage, damage. It's solo queue. Kids are idiots. Carry the game. Teleport, I don't know. I'd probably take Ignite versus Quinn a lot. Just to, or, I mean, even Exhaust is an option. But I think Teleport's okay. I think you can manage the wave. You actually manage the lane okay, but your itemization just got really, really sloppy, in my opinion. You said you were trying on a new build. Remember what I said? Doran's blade, Doran's shield, Doran's blade, tabbies, and then build out a Tiamat, Hydra, Ghostblade, whatever the fuck you got to do to blow people up. You blow people up on a split push, and then you shove the lane, pull them to you, and back away. That's all you need to do. Every death you leak is what cost you the game. You leaked one here, you leaked one here, you leaked one here, you leaked one here. Like, you just kept leaking deaths away because you didn't understand if you try to attack the tower and the enemy's there, and you don't have ult, you don't have flash, you're dead. That's it. Simple as that. Full lethality and popping anything squishy. I mean, I don't care what it is. Even if you're full lethal, it doesn't matter to me. You still shouldn't be doing that. Because what if the enemy's smart? Even if you build bullet damage, it's not going to matter. But anyways, I hope all this shit helps you. Helps you improve your game. Cool. Cringe outro time. Got some Wukong top. Pretty good game. Good stuff to learn from. Good things. He did some good things. He did some bad things. And hopefully the next time, if we see him again, he'll be crushing it. Alright, YouTube, thanks for watching. Click my face up there to sub and some videos on the side. Thank you. I love you. It's Neace, no bullshit gamer, and I'm out. Peace. Crackers. Thank you very much.